Good evening and welcome everybody back again. It is Thursday night. It's Asrnz, and what has everybody joined us for? I think it is GT3 racing, the season 2 to finish out the year. Few changes in the comms box. We've had a few new faces over the last couple of months, but back again, the legend, the man, the one they couldn't root, shoot, or execute. It is the J-Man back in the booth with Davo to call this final season of the year. J-Man, how are you, my friend?
Well, it wasn't for the lack of trying, Davo, but no, it's good to be back. It is good to be back, mate. I am, well up for this one, as you are too, mate. This
sure.
This is going to be what is going to, like you said, round out the year. 12 weeks of pretty intense racing. I'm sure, as we know historically, these boys take their Thursday night pretty seriously, mate. So, what have you got in store for us tonight, mate?
What have we got in store? Well, obviously it's the beginning of the season, so we've went through the traditional photo shoot, J-Man. For the last 25 minutes, the boys have been faffing around, parking their cars, and I think, like I said to you as we finished that, some of these boys are super fast and very capable racers, but man, some of them park like crap. But we got them all to line up so we can do a bit of a photo shoot of the cars. They're all looking fantastic, custom skins for the season. But we're here for the shakedown, and this is just a bit of a testing. Obviously, testing for us. Make sure obviously the stream's working properly, so you viewers get to watch something. But the skin pack is working. We get to do the photo shoot, and just making sure server and everything's working. So no points here tonight. A little bit of fun. One race tonight, and we're at Laguna Seca, J-Man. Laguna, one of your favourites?
Yeah, I love the place, mate. And, I think a fitting shakedown, because I don't think it's everyone's favourite place to race. But
well, we can't please everyone.
Yeah, look, we got through the photo shoot. It was probably a less than ideal track to do it at, but we made it work.
We did.
And,
we did.
We've got some guys that are about to probably fire in as the stream does go live on track now. We've got some old names back, and we got some guys that have featured here before strongly come back and see us. So a lot of big names. I don't think everybody's here tonight, but I do believe we've got something like 23 cars on the race circuit, and I think we've actually got 21 actually out on circuit right now out of the 23.
Yes, definitely. So a couple of little quirky changes to the season. Obviously, we've still got the Pro and the Pro-Am and the Am Championship obviously running through. And like season 1, J-Man, we did the split with the 6 sprints and then the 6 enduros, or the enduros at the end of the season. So we've got this sprint and enduro season going on. But a new thing for season 2, mate, we've got a teams championship.
So we'll do our best week to week to bring you the details around that, and there may be a little bit of shuffling here and there with past categories, because the structure of the teams is, at this point in this early phase of the seasons, is quite technical for us. We just got to try and get our head around how it looks. But we've got the likes of 777 have broken off into a couple of teams. We've got OES have got a team in there. We've got BC Racing split into 2 teams of 3. Gear Grinders have got a team. We've got Shell V-Power Racing. That was big news in the off-season that after many, many years, Steve Melling has finally parted away with Castrol and signed with Shell. So that was a real interesting call to see in the off-season. So heaps of shuffling around, and obviously as we get going further through the season, we'll be able to tell the story about who's doing what, and then actually bring the information to you firsthand about how this point structure works. Because it is a multi-class category team structure that they have to run. They do have to run multiple classes inside the team with the points balance out of the 2 drivers. So we'll bring the details around that to you
and try and explain it to you as we carry on to the thing, because it is a little bit complex, but you know, once you get it, it is fairly basic. So, but yeah, so it's something a little bit extra for them to play for, on top of what, you know, like the Pro-Am, and then the sprint and enduro championships, all wrapped into this overall championship, J-Man. So yeah, plenty going on. You know,
lots
like
to play for, James. David.
Yeah. Oh yeah, lots to play for, and you know, like, and we saw it last year, and we saw it in season 1 and in the ROC, where just the battles throughout the field, because guys are racing like for their own little, you know, like their own little goal and their own gold win, you know, like in their championship relevant, you know, Pro-Am and whatnot. So awesome stuff. The guys go at it. No wonder the racing's so good. There's plenty going on as we see the boys running around in qualifying at the moment, J-Man.
Yeah, Vic Chan to the top at the moment on a 22, which is a very, very good time. We have seen in the previous official practice session, the number was as low as a 22.60. So
wow.
Vic's not far off of that. Shane only
not far off that, no.
Just over a tenth away, and you know, you've got to go all the way out to P14 to find the next second bracket. So, you know, P13 is only 9/10 off of pole at the moment on, and that currently lies with Jeff Burst. So Vic Chat at the top at the moment. Kenny Simpson, Bobby Laycock to yet record a time. I think Phil Turner has recorded time. He's the last posted time that I can see at a 1:26.6. So bit of a spread there. But like we said, you know, we mentioned we cater here for every class of racer. We've got our pros, we've got our Pro-Ams, and we've got our Ams. And I believe we have a spread this season of a 11, 8, and 9 in class. So respectively, 11 pros, 9 Pro-Ams, and 8 Ams in category, I believe is the number. I'll re-clarify that once we get to round 1. But it does look something like that, Dave.
It does look something like that, and it is Shakedown. We're a little bit ill prepared, but you know, we just got to roll into these things. Don't want to take it too seriously. Everyone here having a bit of fun. Awesome stuff. Plenty of McLarens out on there. Let's just look at that field, J-Man, as well, as we just see Mudgeway go to second position in one of these said McLarens, the Vegemite car. Mark Mudgeway with a cracking time.
Yeah, and I'd see Vic had shifted the mark.
Hasn't he moved that goalpost well up the field?
Yeah,
but interesting breakdown of cars. Yeah, yes, definitely. Interesting breakdown of cars. A load. I won't even count them off, but a load of McLarens. I think we counted about 5 Porsches, 4 Ferraris. We've got a Soul Mercedes in there, and we've got a Soul BMW as well.
And a Soul Lamborghini.
Oh, yes, and a Soul Lamborghini as well.
Yeah, so no, good to see Mikey King rocking the orange Ruffy Merc in there this year. We've got Vic in the OES Lambo looking good, and then obviously Shane in the Glamouflage. If you look at that paint scheme closely, it is actually ladies. So I'm going to call that the Glamouflage BMW.
Very nice. Yes, if that's the camouflage, then I can deal with that. That sounds good to me. But yeah, nice stuff. Part of the OES team, obviously, Vic Chan and Shane Hurtado just teaming up there. Who else we got? Other pretty cars. Jordan Moss, probably my favourite car, actually, and we've been on air for about 5 seconds. I've picked my favourite, and it's got to be, I think it's not Jordan Moss's car, it's the other one. I think it's the PlayStation Porsche from the 777 paddock, which really catches my eye.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the is that the Is that the PlayStation or the Commodore 64, the one you're on now, or is it the other one?
The Commodore 64 one. Yeah, no, I think it's the other one. It's the black car. But yeah, all of the 777 cars looking fantastic. And there is a theme. If you look through that field, they've got the Xbox, they've got the Commodore 64, we've got PlayStation. Are you getting it? It's all all console. So fantastic stuff. And so, you know, really thinking about, you know, what they're doing with their skin, you know, like with their paint themes. So yeah, kudos to the boys there. Obviously the breakfast crew always doing breakfast crew stuff. You got the Vegemites and the Marmites and the Milos and the Cornelius in the cornflakes car. So yeah, awesome stuff. We got Bear Grylls and I think it's Steve Melling teaming up in that V-Power car. You'll actually see
the end plates. Yeah.
Yes, you will see on your screen when we click on these boys. You'll actually be able to see which driver team they're in. Also in the little driver description, I think it's in the bottom right-hand corner. Not at the moment because the boys are off track. It's done and dusted, and and look at it, Rick Chan. No surprise, haven't seen Rick for a little while, and he's back here in the Lamborghini and smashing it out, J-Man.
Yeah, half a second over Mitchie Campbell, over Shane Fodedo, Mark Mudgway, Adam Falconer, Jordan Moss, Aaron Enright, Sam Carson, Brad Robinson, and Steve Melling to make the 10. That is a great showing from Steve-O. So that Shell V-Power car working for him tonight in the Shakedown quality. Vaughan Martin, John McDonald, Riley Price, Jeff Burst, Nick McIndoe, Phil Davison, Kenny Simpson, Steve Wilton, Rusty Shackelford, Mike King round out the 20. Followed by Bear Grylls, Phil Turner, who we got there?
Mike King, Bear Grylls. Yes, sorry. That's right. And yeah, there's a bit of a ring in there, the Lexus there, which is the beautiful safety car we have.
Oh, that's gone. That's gone. That's been parked
out of
here.
The night. So yeah, just still a residual on the list there. But yeah, good little field here tonight for the Shakedown. One race tonight, J-Man. Compulsory pit stop.
Yeah, compulsory pit stop. Mandatory tyres tonight, Davo.
Yep.
Which will be interesting because this is the first time, obviously, anyone that ran the ROC series that we ran previous to this series will remember pit stops were not a requirement. They are in the sprint rounds this season. When we go green from next week, we'll elaborate a little bit more once we get into broadcast next week. But these guys have got a multitude of tyres to pick from tonight. But when we go sprint from next week, these guys will operate a race weekend with the 3 sets of tyres, which is something we adopted last season and worked pretty well. Guys obviously have to think about their tyre strategies and stuff. Not tonight, obviously. We gave them about 50 sets because we wanted them to do some skids, didn't we, Davo?
We did want them to do some skids for the photo shoot. You will see that in the next week or so, guys, or the next few days. The photo shoot, and yes, there's obviously the obligatory burnouts at the end of it. So, yes, we need to give them some tyres.
Yeah, so as we see all the guys going to grid now, I just noticed I'll extend that pre-race start wait time because it's possibly a little short for some of these guys, but nonetheless, it is just a shakedown, and
yes,
we will embark very shortly on a outlet. So standard procedure here. We just lost the OES.
Oh, we lost the lead car there. That is Rick Chan's Lamborghini has disappeared off the front row of the grid. That's unfortunate. It's actually ducked back to the pits there, J-Man. I wonder if he's had some technical issues. I mean, you know, the joys of bloody sim game racing. Like you just can't pick it. Actually, I just did notice that car that I was saying that I loved, which is the Adam Falconer PlayStation Porsche. Car looks fantastic. A little bit of rainbow stripe down the side. Nice charcoal paintwork. Beautiful. Look, fantastic skin pack across the board. That's Jordan Moss in the blue Commodore 64 car behind. We've got Aaron Enright, actually, which is a new addition to the Breakfast Crew car. I don't think I've seen the Ness. what is it? The
Nespresso.
The Nespresso car before. So that's a new addition to the breakfast crew. But yeah, again, fantastic. Lots of effort goes into this individually, and then obviously we've got administration, Farmer, who packages all this up together with some little bit of help from his friends. So a little bit of work goes into just getting these cars on track and assigned for the server to run correctly. This is what the Shakedown's all about, making sure this stuff works. Looks fantastic, J-Man. What do you reckon, mate? You know, like, it's good to see the painted cars out there again, isn't it?
Yeah, big mad respect to obviously everyone that decides to come and compete here and put a car on the track, but mad respect to the admin in this group, the likes of Farmer and JB and yourself and everybody that puts, you know, paint to bloody graphics or whatever they do, you know, to
paint to canvas, yeah.
To canvas to get these things out there. But you know, in behind the scenes, we all know what it takes to get one of these things off the ground and sign these things off. So it's actually a really humble plus relieving feeling to see these cars out here tonight as they're doing their full formation lap, as we see them drop down through the famous corkscrew at Laguna Seca. But yeah, no, really impressive what I'm seeing here from all these drivers and then all the guys in behind the scenes that get this happening. So, and yourself, Davo, a lot of work goes into the production and everything you do. So looking forward to this one, mate.
Absolutely, yes, thanks very much. I mean, we all do it because we love it. But yeah, look, Shakedown. Season 2, GT3s, back pain, Asrnz, it's all happening. We've lost Vic Tan off the front of the grid. We've got Mitch Campbell, Shane Fudderdo, Mark Mudgeway, Adam Faulkner, Jordan Moss, Aaron Enright and Sam Carson. We're just about to go racing. These boys are rolling up to the line. We're going to get a green flag. Andy second as they hold him, and there they go. Nice little jump there from Mitchie. Mitchie's not too bad on the starts, but in the Porsche this year, but it's still compromised on the inside there from Fudderdo, Mark Mudgeway, all looking pretty clean out the back there. We've got 3 and 4 wide.
Oh yes, we
Everyone's sorting it out, keeping it really clean. First start for the year, for the season, should I say.
Yep.
Nice work all the way through the field, right to the back there, J-Man. Really clean stuff as we just see our time and just go absolutely bunter. And you won't make any sense of it for a couple of seconds, but it will come back to us as we just watch Kenny Simpson.
Oh,
I think
that was, looks like maybe, I'm not sure which McLaren, that was a 777 McLaren, got into the side, and they're still bumping, heading up the hill.
So, yeah, crazy stuff. Obviously a little bit of whip and barge. It's inevitable as we watch the lead cars drop down through that epic series of corners. The corkscrew. Shane Fudderdo looking under pressure from Mitch Campbell already and really on the edge. Mitchie's giving him grief. Sam Carson not too far behind. That'll put Aaron Enright in front of him and our Adam Falconer and Mark Mudgeway in between those two guys. We've got Riley Price and Rusty Shackelford. Riley in a pretty clean skin car, beautiful paint. Rusty Shackelford, another McLaren, guys. Steve Mellon in the Ferrari, rounding that holding position, rounding out the top 10. Bear Grylls right behind him, his teammate. Nice start, J-Man. Little bit of biff and barge at the back there. Who went back there, my friend?
Oh, not sure, mate. I'm just having a couple of techie issues. It's glad to see that this is going to shake itself out on the Shakedown round, but yeah, just having a couple of techie issues myself, mate.
Okay, no worries. We just see Riley Price with a little bit of unforced error back to the pits for Riley. Oh, that's unfortunate. As its lead group, this lead group is actually very tight here. We just saw it in the opening lap. There was actually a bit of a gap between the boys. There was a bit of a stretch of the legs, but I think it's because Mitch Campbell has passed. He's actually got past, and Mudgeway's passed Shane Fudderdo. Yep. So that's what's bunched them there. So there was some overtaking. I didn't think Fudderdo looked comfortable in the BMW there right from the green flag there, J-Man. Yep. So he's obviously struggled. Let the two boys pass. He's going to have to deal with the rest of that pack though, and there's plenty of bloody talent back there. So.
Yeah, 100%. He'll come right. He's probably next to Vic. He's probably one of the best of the rest as far as, you know, average lap times. So he'll settle in there. He's currently still in P3, so he'll do good. I'm not sure what happened back there. I think it was I know we've lost Brad Robinson, and I think oh no, he's back in the pits.
And Riley Price went back to the pits. Yeah, with Steve Melling. So that I think that's where Steve Melling and Bear Grylls. So everybody behind Riley has actually gained a position. So that puts Steving in 9th, Bear Grylls in 10th, Wilton in 11th in the Weebex car. Bobby Laycock, really good, halfway through the field. Car looks busted really badly. Might have been involved in that early stuff there, but he has got 2 of the breakfast crew cars all over the back there. Bobby Laycock.
Yeah, doing a good job in the inside line there. They're just going to have to find a way past.
He's got some work to do, hasn't he, there?
Yeah, he'll be loving this, mate. And we've seen a massive improvement from Bob over the previous couple of months with the ROCs. The guy, yeah, he does an incredible job. They're both ganging up. McDonald's looking at, Jeff just gets it wrong down through there. That's a horrible.
Oh, that was tough.
To try and show the nose up there.
It looked like the 2 BC boys were sort of beating each other up a little bit there as they drag raced up the hill. We'll see if we get a bloody 30s.
Yeah, Jeff readdresses, he knows it wasn't right. Geez, Vic Chan just caught Bob at a bad time there, so. Oh, who was that? Kenny Simpson's round as we just pick up on that replay.
So, yeah, unfortunate there for the boys. Oh, dear.
And
so
as we're
easily done. Opening
replay,
laps, of course. The emotions are running hot, and that Porsche does not look good.
Yeah, he's pulled it into the pit lane, mate, to try and fix that. That is a hell of a scene. Meanwhile, out the front, Mitchie with a clean set of heels at the moment. He's got Mudgeway behind him, Shane Fodado in 3rd, Adam Falconer in 4th, but under big attack actually right at the minute.
From teammate there,
from Sam Carson.
Yeah.
Followed by Aaron Enright and Vaughan Martin with a clean set of heels running currently in P7. So the 777 boys showing strongly at the minute.
Yeah, very strongly.
Who was
we
that?
Just see that was Sam Carson. Oh no, it wasn't. That was that was the Porsche. Oh God, lost it. Where did he go?
So that was Adam Falconer around.
That was Falconer's car actually.
Oh, that wasn't good. That was
not good at all.
I tell you what, who has been a very, very quiet achiever off the back of the field is the number 10 Milo car of Nick Mickindo, currently up to P14, sizing up Mike King, currently in P13. So Nick started from pit lane as well at the start of this race. It's good to see Brad Robinson's got that car sorted, whatever technical issues he has had.
And just rolling out of the pits there, I think that wasn't it, J-Man?
Yep. So now Vic Can has actually cleared those other ones. He's going with Nick, and he caught Nick, and there will be no room up there.
Nick! And Nick goes round.
Yeah,
a little bit hungry on the entry there, wasn't he? And
diminishing returns there, Davo.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think Mike even knew he was there, and tiny little touch. He kept the car straight. Actually kept the car pointing in the right direction, but definitely off track. That just gave that position to Vic Chan. Now Vic, what can he do with it, J-Man? Yeah, little section of track here, just that pink left as they go up the hill is difficult in itself. That is Falconer again off the track there, and then up to the corkscrew here. Heavy braking, seriously blind corner, all off camber and all out of the. It's a crazy set of corners.
See the bounce that Lamborghini got as we see Mike King just run wide.
Yeah, Mike King off the road. Sorry, Jay.
You're right, mate. No, you're right. So that Lamborghini just came off of that corkscrew and bounced. I was surprised that he managed to keep that thing hooked up as that slick tyre departed the terra firma and grabbed it again.
He made it stick, and I think the cars in front of him, he's just basically been given it to him, so.
Yeah.
It's made some really easy positions. Just in that lap, he got 2 positions pretty well given to him. So, yeah, nice work, That's racing, isn't it? You know, you got to keep pointing in the right direction, keep it on track.
And I see the Breakfast Crew 43 car, the reclaimed 43, famous 43 from Steve Wilson in the pits. So remembering these guys have got a compulsory pit stop. So I didn't see pit lane open. Did you see it come open?
I didn't see pit lane open either, actually.
No, so I'm not sure what the story was there. We might have a couple of settings to do on the server there. I'll hear back from the drivers post-race on that one. We thought we had it right, but like early days. But yeah, Farmer in the pit lane.
That's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen. It is Shakedown. It is 2023 GT3 season for Asrnz. It's season 2. Obviously, we're just shaking this shit down. We're doing a bit of a photo shoot and letting the boys loose at Laguna Seca. Laguna obviously won't feature on the calendar, but here we are for the Shakedown. And they're ripping it out. God, there's some position changes. Mitch Campbell out in front with Mark Mudgeway just right behind. Fudado hasn't let him go too far. It looks like Fudado's Shane's car has actually settled down, hasn't it? And he's matching that pace. Mudgey's still on some good form, J-Man. This year he's been so hot.
Yeah, so he is our defending GT3 Series champ, currently running in position 2. You'd expect Mudgey to be somewhere up there. And I'll tell you what, John McDonald, he's been relatively quiet tonight. He is currently hot on the back of Bear Grylls. He's doing a great job as they just round up. Is that Riley Price?
So the Ferrari, I'm not sure who they just rounded up, but the car in front is...
It wasn't Riley.
It's Bear Grylls.
Rusty Shackelford, sorry. They just rounded up through the corkscrew, yep. Dane Fodado to pits to take his mandatory pit stop.
So getting that done and sorted. I don't think we're getting an official pit opening, but these boys are pretty clever. They know that they're meant to be doing it anyway, so you'll see the boys roll in anyway.
Yeah.
And serve that. We see it all the time when the serve is not quite right, J-Man.
Oh, they're a good bunch, mate.
They are. They know. So they just roll in anyway. They're just sort of expecting it, and they're set up for it, aren't they? They're geared up for it. The setups are there for it. So yeah, good on them. So yeah, look, the battle ensues here. Look, this is John McDonald with Bear Grylls. He's actually just skimmed past Bear Grylls.
Yeah, he's got through on them. He's got through on them, and they needed to hustle because Vic Chan is in the back of shop there, about to catch up to Rusty, and then it'll be John McDonald next on his radar. So this is from the back of the pack. Nick McIndoe has gone with him, albeit there's a 100 or so meters behind him, or a couple hundred. He's still there.
Yeah.
So this is off the back. So great job for them. Steve Melling's still doing a great job as he ducks into pits.
Well, yeah, definitely. Like up into 6. Like, and there's been a couple of give-me's, but he's chased for that 6, still pointing in the right direction, like we always talk about. And in and serving that compulsory pit stop there, J-Man.
Jordan Moss with a drive-through penalty.
Well, that's looked like Steve was looking for his pit box there, J-Man. Actually, he was creeping around on the... I'm just wondering whether his pit box is coming up properly.
Yep.
So Big Tan around... who is that? It's just behind him. That is Rusty Shackelford. So he's just slipped past Rusty Shackelford as well. Next on the list is Bear Grylls. And like you were alluding to before as well, was that John McDonald will know Vic's there. He's a clever racer. If he's watching that timing, he knows that Lamborghini's coming, and he'll want to make some space between him and that car.
Yeah, 100%. That will be definitely. These guys they're sharp. They know who's where and who's doing what. They're watching the stuff around them all the time. For sure.
I mean, at least in the top 10 and further through this field, these guys are on point. Lots of practice goes in. seasoned racers, you know, like multi-championship winning guys, you know, they know their stuff. As we see Vic start to rage up on the back of Bear Grylls. Bear's showing some good form there too, J-Man. As we just get back at Mike King, and I think that is Phil Davison in the McLaren, just tucked him under the back wing of Mikey.
Yeah, so you've got Mike King, Phil Davison, and then I'm not sure.
That's Shane in the background, actually. Now, he's already done his, he's done his pit stop early. Yeah.
Yep. So that's set him back. Kenny Simpson's on his way out of the pits. He's cleared his pit stop. There is... I'm just looking for Farmer on here. I can't see him at the moment.
Looks like he's disappeared. Brad Robinson might have bailed.
Falconer to the pits.
Falconer to pits.
Yep. Carson in the pits. So it'd be interesting to see what this does right now for Shane Fodderdo, because Shane, if you remembered, had done his pit stop. So while these guys are in there,
he was the first one in, wasn't he, J-Man?
Yeah. So you'd expect him to be able to round Sam Carson up here.
Yeah.
And Adam Falconer, because he was ahead of them. As he does.
So the OES boys, business as usual for these guys. A couple of sharp operators, mate, aren't they? And yeah, just back with the, you know, with the eyes on and pointing in the right direction. Hitting their marks and making these early stops and nailing it. So
yeah, 100%. Yeah, they've been around.
So we see Mitch Campbell getting into some back markers there. That's one of the Ferraris just behind him, so he's been past that car. That is Mudgeway as well, just past that car as well. Mudgey not letting him go too far. He's keeping a pretty close eye on Mitch Campbell there. I don't think Mitchie will get far from Mudgey.
No, and both, you know, like the fastest lap of the race at this point is Vic Chan on a 22.5, but those boys up the front running 23.3s, 23.2s, currently just running around 23.5, 23.7 respectfully. They're still on the pace, but
yep.
So was Aaron Enright. I mean, okay, he's the next bracket down, but he's 24.3, but he's right there. So I'm just looking at Shane Fodderdo. So so he's come out behind Sam Carson. So I'm a little bit surprised there. What happened there? Because that was a positional change in the pits. Because Vic Chan was running third, Sam Carson was running fourth, and there was a bit of margin before they went to pits. So
yeah.
Carso with a quicker pit stop there.
Clearly, yep.
But nonetheless, Shane's coming back at him on track, so that'll be an interesting battle to shape up shortly.
Yeah, well, look, we've only got...
still got 23 minutes to go.
We've only got a handful of guys that have stopped at this stage, Jamie.
Yep.
So we'd expect to see quite a few more stops, at least another 2/3 of the field stop yet. And I think that's, you know, Shane's relying on that. That is like a big chunk of the field up the pointy end.
Yes.
Mitch, Mudgey, Aaron, Vaughan, John McDonald. Has Vic been in? Vic did come in, didn't he? No, Vic hasn't been in. Bear Grylls hasn't been in either. So he is the first car on the track that has pitted in 11th. Oh,
yes.
Hang on. Actually, I think he's in 10th because I think we've lost Riley. So my board is wrong.
Yeah, so Nick Riccardo's in the 9th.
Yep.
Yes, I don't know. I don't think McIndoe hasn't stopped either, eh?
No, no. As we just see, we'll pick up on this battle because we were talking about this, and we knew McDonald would know that this Lamborghini was coming. Here it's on.
Man,
Oh.
Yeah,
So
optimistic.
there's a moment straight away as we saw Vic get up beside John McDonald.
He could run up the hill, but I just speed to
See
pull
if
it
we
up.
can get a replay on that. I'm not sure whether that's... No, we missed that one. That's unfortunate. Okay.
Goes to the pits, so
Straight to the
you know
pits.
that's going to be a battle on pit road for those two drivers there.
Oh, absolutely. As we see the...
we've got a bit of movement. Aaron Enright, Vaughan Martin
as well. Yep.
Yep.
In the pits.
Big rules also.
So this is where it's going to start to shake up, viewers.
I feel like Mudgie's closed that gap to Mitchie too. Potentially, I think there's a little bit of ebb and flow there. I think he's certainly staying in touch.
Let's just stay on him for a lap, actually, J-Man, because I just wonder whether there's, you know, like two vastly different cars here. Whether there's, you know, like possibly the Porsche is better in some sectors here. So we'll just see if we can just stay on this for a little bit. And might get out of the, might get out of the front of out of the helmet cam actually of Mark Mudgeway and just see what he's looking at here, J-Man. We'll do a lap with Mark. Look at it for too long before we see an interruption to his lap there straight away. And I think that's his teammate. Is that McDonald that's just come out in front of him?
He's come out of pit, so he's effectively a lap down on the leader.
Yep.
He'll get that lap back when Mitchie pits, but yeah, as he just steps out the way of his teammate, doesn't get involved in that battle.
Yep.
That's not his fight tonight. So.
And that it didn't look like it interrupted Mudgie too much at all, did it?
No, he's still with Mitchie here.
Yeah. So yeah, Mitchie got that bloody Porsche hooked up, hasn't he?
He has.
So continue just to work through.
You see the flaggies on the blue flag right now?
Yeah, working hard on it.
Mitchie beautifully sweeps around the outside of Bobby Laycock there. Yeah,
Bobby just in the right place at the right time. Mudgie a little bit compromised on the entry.
Mudgie to pits.
But Mudgie in straight away.
Yeah, I see him reach for the pit limiter button nice and early too as he got down to first gear. It was a beautiful job there. So a couple of guys departing pit lane as we speak, one of them being Nick McIndoe and
Rusty Shackelford.
Rusty Shackelford, yeah.
So here we go. We'll start to see this shake out a little bit, won't we, mate?
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see where this plays. Sam Carson and Shane Fodderdo have made their stops. They are just coming up the hill, actually, to the corkscrew. And actually, just as I said that, Sam Carson ran wide. And,
he did.
Shane Fodderdo's looking for a move around the outside.
Compromised his run, but Shane's really put himself right out there, hasn't he? And pretty well left the track there, trying to pull that BMW out from such a wide angle. Tricky corner, eh? That's a serious set of corners, those.
So Mudgeway's currently leaving the lane. He's not on the gas yet. He is now. This is going to be a lot tighter than we thought.
Close, so let's get out. Let's just have a peek over the back wing of Mudgeway's car. A crazy pit exit here too. Really technical just down here. You don't want to get off in that sand. Oh, look, he's got him nicely there.
Yeah, comfortably. It did sort itself out. But I feel like the margin's probably a little closer than we saw before.
Yep. For sure.
Mitchie reacts to Mudgeway. Mitchie to pit lane.
Yep. And just looking at Shane's car now, as he just bounces off the ripple strip there, right there.
Top go 30 for Nick McIndoe.
Wow, J-Man. Let's just watch this again.
He was lucky to save that.
Was definitely. but lost the position. He had the pressure. The pressure was there.
Yep.
Carso just made it happen. He just... it looked like he just looked away from the road for a second and lost his mark. Like you said, McIndoe.
Look for the battle in front here with Mudgeway versus Campbell here, Davo.
Stop go and Mitch Campbell. Let's get out over the back wing. This is going to be tight, J-Man. I reckon Mitchie's lost this. Look at this. Woo!
Oh, it's a shorter way round here, but it is hard to get out of here clean. Mudgee has got pace. This is going to be tight. It's closed up for sure.
That has closed up for sure. Now Mudgee with at least one lap of warmth in those tyres.
Yeah, strike while the iron's hot, I reckon.
And it's going to be on here right now. Oh, miles closer.
Yeah, and looking
look
to attack.
Mudgee. Look at Mudgee. You can see the intent as we just get out of the helmet can again from Mark Mudgee.
Yeah, the Porsche's good coming down the hill.
Yeah, it's tidy, isn't it? It's really got that thing dialed in.
Using every bit of the racetrack though, Davo.
Wasn't he there?
Yeah.
There wasn't much left. So there we go. That position could change any second. Mudgee with the high beams on, going hard. Oh, a little bit deep.
Yeah, a little bit of push and a little bit of twist there on the way out too.
Let's get back to this. I think it was Rusty Shackelford, Bear Grylls. That seems to have disappeared a little bit there. Look, Rusty's got past Bear nicely.
Yeah, so Vic Chan's managed to round up John McDonald too while we were watching that other battle. And now the watching brief is Steve Melling got an eyeful of the Marmite car in front of him.
And so, yes, the Marmite car of all cars, Melling, chasing that down now. As this battle just keeps flashing up on my data, the time difference between the splits between these two guys is so close.
Yeah, very close.
Vaughan Martin, Vic Chan. Vic just slowly working his way through the pack here.
Yeah, Vaughan opens the steering up, knows that it's going to be done.
Lets it happen. John McDonald and then Steve Melling, like you mentioned there earlier, J-Man. Steve Melling really looking comfortable in that Shell V-Power Ferrari, mate. So the car looks a little beaten, but man, it's working, and he look at the pace he's got, and up behind.
Well, made the apex there, and McDonald didn't make it. He missed the apex by easily car width there.
So yeah, multi-championship winning John McDonald, like with consummate, mid-packer, bloody Steve Melling, giving him all sorts of pressure, Jamie.
Yeah, so I talked to John earlier today, and he's a pretty committed guy with a lot of stuff in his life, so he's just going to turn up and enjoy the battles for what it was. And I tell you what, he'll be enjoying this one with his old mate Steve Melling.
I bet he is. So yeah, nice close stuff. Two again, different marks, not as vastly different as the Porsche compared to one of these things, with the mid-rear setup in these cars. They look very similar, but yeah, probably drive very differently. So we just get back up to the point here. So where is Mark Mudgeway and Mitch Campbell? Mitch Campbell has stretched his legs, I think, a little bit there, J-Man.
Yeah, we saw that in the ROC series at the back end. He has the ability to really maintain that pace especially at the back end of the race. So
just respond to that pressure, though, isn't it? It's like I mean, we saw it with you yourself, mate. You know, like you could pull those best lap times, and he would just respond. The next couple of laps, he'd just push that little bit harder. He just had that little bit in reserve, and was able to deal with your pressure at the time.
Yeah, no, he's a quality steerer, as Mitchie, and as Mark Madway as well. He's keeping him honest the whole race. I mean, these guys will come out of this one, and man, this is going to G them up for the round one, because I guess, you know, there's not a lot on the line here other than a bit of bragging rights, and
of course,
it's a bit of a pre-season flex, isn't it?
It is a bit of a pre-season flex, and just to show off your new suit and all.
So Aaron Enright, just mention this guy, currently running P5, fastest lap time of 1:23.7. Got some hardware upgrades and got his stuff sorted on his rig in the ROC series, and we saw how fast he was at Misano and the Mercedes, and tonight just doing a great job. You know, that he's the second BC car, the Nespresso car, the newly painted Nespresso car, and right in there, currently P5, which is just outstanding. He's got Vic Chan, maybe around.
He's a bit of a ways away.
Yeah, he's a little way away.
He's about 6.5 odd seconds, maybe more away, but he's on his way. And I'm sure he'll be aware of that. We've hit 20 laps, J-Man. How long have we got to go, my friend?
So we've just got just over 10 minutes of this race left to go, mate. And
this is when it ramps up, we know that.
It does. Anywhere between 3 and 6 minutes to go, mate. It's likely to get quite lively.
As we just pick up on the Bobby Laycock, I think that is McIntyre. No, that's not. Who was that battling with? Bobby Laycock at the moment. He's got Phil Turner in front, but the McLaren behind. Oh, they dip out. I think that's turn 4. Hold his line, but the McLaren goes around the outside.
Yeah,
gives him a little bit of space there, J-Man. So drag race, the Ferrari. I think that is the Ferrari of Bear Grylls, actually.
Yeah, it is.
With the green rims and end plates. I think that's how we tell those ones apart. Is it the green rim edge and end plates? So yeah, very similar looking cars. Those are Ray-Ban V-Power, Shell V-Power Ferraris. Bears looks a little bit beaten as well. They look very similar at the moment. Steve O's and Bear's car, so nice work from Bear. He's had some good pace tonight, actually, J-Man. He is in a 10th position, so
it's a great showing. It's an absolute great showing. He's doing a stellar job in the shakedown, so well done to Bear.
So we just picked back up on Mitch Campbell. Jeez, and that second last corner, damn, does he use all the road in that thing.
He does.
He dips the bloody outside wheels right over the ripple strip and damn near on the dirt, and it just loves it. He's not even fazed by it.
No.
And the bloody ripple strip's like off camber to the circuit, so it looks really weird, but he just seems to deal with it and really showing some good form.
Yeah, Mudgeway up in the ante now, 0.6 of a second faster on the last lap round than Mitchie Campbell, and currently green on his delta as far as his lap time, and Mitchie's still pushing hard, but Mudgie's got a little bit of a turn of speed with 7 minutes 40 to go. It's not done up the front.
No, definitely not. And Mudgie knows there's only that few minutes to go, so he's really got to get a wriggle along if he wants to make something happen. Like you said, no points involved here, just bragging rights, but these guys love to race, J-Man.
Oh, they do. Just looking, so John McDonald sort of just succumbed. Yeah, he pulled away out of that battle with Steve Belling. I'm not sure what happened there because that was quite tight, but it certainly was a good battle for what it was. Just picked up.
So yeah, Melling holding down that 9th position with McDonald in 8th currently, as he just gets up there into the braking area for the famous corkscrew farmer. Yes, cars look fantastic. Mitch Campbell leading the race. Who else have we got close down the back here?
Bobby Laycock and Phil Turner just get on at it. Yeah.
Yep. So
15 and 16.
Phil in the only Aston in the field here tonight, I think, in the whole series, to be honest.
Yep.
And doing a great job. Bobby with some great form lately too, you mentioned earlier, J-Man, and hot on his heels. They actually the 2 closest cars on track at the moment, so this is on.
Yeah, and yeah, shout out to Phil that drive the number 2 rig at Vaughan Martin's for the ROC.
Yes, of course, yes.
And it inspired him to go and buy his own PC, and he's now set up at home in his own rig. So he's got the number 1 rig at his house, and pretty committed to his GT3 racing on a Thursday, which is really, really cool.
So we've converted another one. It's not a cult, people.
No. Wow, they think it's voluntary.
I'll tell you what it is. It's a bloody money pit, though. Yes, we wind down. Oh, probably less than 5 minutes to go because I don't actually have that on my screen at the moment.
We got just over 5.25 minutes to go.
There you go. And it is ramping up. Tight battle in the mid-pack there, or the bottom end of the mid-pack. I think that looks like one of the breakfast crews. Is that the Milo car actually just ducking into that little battle in between Bobby Laycock and Phil Turner?
Yeah, he's just going to round Bob up, I think, now. Yep.
Yeah, so nice.
Nick had a stop-go 30, so this is a good comeback.
Yeah, he did. So he's already served that stop-go, and on the move, Phil Turner now just back to his usual battle with Bobby Laycock there. But yeah, let's get up the point here. Let's have a look where the young Mitch Campbell is. We can't miss him. He's in the brightest green high-vis Porsche. Can't miss that thing. Mudgy, just only, what 20, 30 metres back, J-Man. This battle has been going on pretty well the whole race.
Yeah, like literally the whole race. Yeah, you're right there.
So we saw Faraday. I think we watched Mitch Campbell drop out at the in position 1 on the grid. Put Mitchie in first, and then Mudgy, and I think it was actually then Shane Faraday as well. So Shane struggled at the start in the BMW and let Mitch and Mudgy go. He's found his feet, pitted early, in 4th position, doing really well. Sam Carson though in that Xbox car, J-Man, like really, he's easily run this.
Well, there was race. There was a point of time there I was watching, and he was actually closing in at about probably 15 odd minutes to go. And to be fair, he probably still is. He's closing in on. He was faster by a 10th and a half than Mudray the last lap around him, and he's, he's consistently been there. So good turn of speed from Sam. Not going to say I'm surprised. I know what Sam could deliver. He is one of the fast guys. So yeah, well done to him. Vic Chan with 2 and 3/4 minutes to go. Is he going to round out time to get to Aaron? I think he may do.
I think so.
Still a couple of seconds up the road.
As we just see this Xbox McLaren start to catch up on that little battle that we were on there earlier with the Bobby Laycock, Phil Turner, Nick McIndoe. So he's turned up on the back door of that battle, and he's just working his way through that those few cars now, as has Mudgee and Mitch Campbell, mind you. So these three are all very close together, actually, in that screen, in that shot there. You can see all those boys in that shot.
Oh, Adam Falconer around.
Ouch.
Yeah. Where was that?
See if I can get a bit of a replay on that.
Coming down the, I think, out of the corkscrew.
Oh, yes, it is out of the corkscrew, off to the side there. That is really weird, actually, because every time I go to a replay, Falconer's car goes grey on me. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we just see him just fly off again.
Yeah, see that.
So back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. It's only going to be a couple of laps to go. Leaders on the final lap. There you go, Mitch Camp.
He is on the final lap.
Running away from a huge lead, 100-metre lead at least.
2.3 seconds. Yep.
Mudgee worked hard, stayed in touch. Sam Carson, what a great job from Sam.
Not sure just what happened to Vic Chan, but
Fronado in fourth, Aaron Enright in fifth, Vic Chan in, has they changed positions there, have they?
No,
yes, Vaughan Martin has got in front of Vic Chan. So
has John McDonald. So Vic's had something go wrong
there. McDonald, there you go. So Vic has been off well and truly right at those closing stages. Actually, I think that is Steve Melling past J-Man as well.
Yep.
So quite a position change there for Vic Chan, just right at the end of the race. A shakedown he'll probably want to forget there. Rusty Shackelford running in 10th position. Bear Grylls in 11th. Bill Davison in 12th. Kenny Simpson, Adam Faulkner, Nick McIndoe, Phil Turner, Bobby Laycock, and the like. But we will get up the pointy up end as we congratulate Mitch Campbell, J-Man.
Just a stellar result. Just pretty much led that one start to finish. Mudgee was right there with him. Obviously, a little bit of a battle at the start with Shane Fotado, and then Dan Carson doing a beautiful job to come home to round out that podium. Shane, a great drive from Shane. Aaron Enright, big questions over Aaron Enright's class category at this point in time. It'll be interesting to see.
You hearing that, Aaron? You're hearing that?
How that plays out at round one. Vaughan Martin as well, 6th place. Obviously a gift position from Vic Chan at the back end there. John McDonald quietly achieving tonight. Had some good battles of Steve Melling as well. So Steve Melling in 8th. Vic Chan rounds out in 9th. And then we end up with Rusty Shackelford coming home in 10th. Although he has got... No, that car
That's not in position. And then we got Bear Grylls, Phil Davison, Kenny Simpson, Adam Faulkner.
Nick McIndoe after the SG30 comes back for P15. Phil Turner had a solid race with Bobby Laycock tonight for 16th and 17th. Brad Robinson showed good signs at the start. Obviously something went horribly wrong. P18, 19th for Jordan Moss. I think on the official standings it looks like Jeff Burse, Mike King, Steve Wilton, Riley Price round out the final position. Steve Wilton's in there somewhere. Yeah, it's a little bit messed up because the guys have left. Obviously, like we said, there's no points to play here for tonight. So, I guess if guys have had enough, they're shaking the car out as much as they felt they need to. That's it.
Of course.
I can tell you one thing. The 777 car of... Who is that? Who is the 777? That's Jordan Moss. He's pretty happy because he's just smashed a set of rears off that Porsche. So, but no, great showing. Wow. And, big congrats to Mitchie. I had the pleasure of racing this guy in the previous series, and I know what he's capable of. So,
awesome stuff. So, top 3 there: Mitch Campbell, Mark Mudgee, and Sam Carson. So, J-Man, let's have a chat to these boys.
We might as well grab Carso down and have a bit of a yak. Where is he? Oh, he comes under Carso. Okay. All right. Sam Carson, you got comms on us, mate? You got us there, Sam? You might not have been expecting an interview in the Shakedown, but nonetheless, have we got you, Sam?
Yeah, I got you. Yep.
Congratulations, mate. P3, how was that?
Yeah, I mean, the quality was a bit average. Made a few mistakes, so I ended up in 8th. But I mean, unfortunately for those in front of me, there was a few incidents, so I managed to sneak through it.
You got a couple. You got a couple of freebies, didn't you?
Absolutely. A bit of chaos in the first lap was certainly helpful.
Yeah.
Watching you with about 20 to go, though, Sam, I felt like you were consistently bridging that gap up the road to Mudgee. So
yeah, for sure.
Did you feel you were going at that phase of the race with about 20 to go?
Yeah, I think I pulled into about maybe 1.8 behind him, but we were all just so similar with our times. So I'd make a mistake, and then they'd make a mistake. So the gap was staying pretty much the same for pretty much the last 20 minutes. It was good fun.
Yeah,
looking forward to the scoring rounds.
Yeah, no, good stuff. Like you said, you guys times were so close. You know, if you bunched that little bit more, the racing would have been just like so epic. So yeah, can't wait to the first round, mate.
Absolutely. I had a good little duel with Shane for about a lap there. I don't know if you guys caught that on the stream, but that was pretty fun.
Yeah, there was certainly plenty going on, Sam. So hey, just want to get your thoughts tonight. Obviously, first of all, congratulations on the P3, but secondly, congratulations on the 777 lineup and the paint this year, guys. You guys have really brought it up the ante. The cars look amazing. The team looks organised this season, so you'd be feeling pretty confident and pretty happy with what you're seeing.
I mean, the liveries are awesome. Yeah, we had a lot of fun coming up with those. All thanks to Rusty's hard work. So shout out to Rusty.
Yep.
Yeah, no, looking forward to the season. I think we're all quite supportive. We're all on comms during the race, so we can help each other out. Just practice sessions each week to help each other find the right lines and find some pace. So yeah, no, it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. It's going to be a battle with our breakfast crew, I reckon.
Yeah, nice. Well, look, mate,
we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, big time. You guys are starting to really stomp your markers, being a competitive team and individually too. You guys have got some really, really quality steerers. So really looking forward to seeing what you guys bring this season. 12 weeks of pretty awesome racing I think we've got coming, Sam. So well done on tonight, mate, and enjoy that one, and looking forward to seeing what you've got in store for next week.
Thank you kindly, fellas. I'll hopefully chat to you guys next week.
Awesome, matey. Thank you.
Definitely. Thanks,
everyone.
Carso.
That's Sam Carson.
Sam Carson, yes. Well done. Xbox. Can't miss that thing.
Oh, beautifully presented. So we shall grab Mark Mudgway down to the comms. Mudgy, you got us on comms, bud?
Copy.
Man, it was just a shakedown, bud. But man, how was that? P2, congratulations, and just a windscreen full of Mitchie Campbell or race.
Porsche, yeah. Yeah, good race. Just had that advantage over me, and there's nothing I could do. It was, yeah. I think the seas parted with a little bit at the beginning with the OES boys. I think Chan had a bit of a failure on the starting grid, and then Shane and Mitchie had a bit of a ding dong, and yeah, managed to get past Shane, which was good, and just sat in second the whole race. It was good.
Yep, come really close out of the pit stops. We watched that battle on pit road, and I think you probably did a slightly better job on pit road, and you tried to attack while the iron was hot, but he just drove defensively for those first 2 laps. And but man, what a great race, Mudgy. First one up, mate. You're carrying that form through as you have been, defending champ.
Yep. didn't feel like I was the fastest guy coming into the round, and even with the BC boys, I think Aaron and Nick and Jeff and they were all seemed to have the edge on me. I thought I was going to be mid pack, but I don't know, just turned it up, I guess.
Just happened. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've come to almost expect it from you now, mate. That you're up there roundabout. But that was actually a beautiful drive, because those nights when you're sitting in that position and there's that one guy up the road, you're not going to settle for it. Not probably till maybe the final 2 laps if there's margin. And he did grab, I think, 2.3 on you at the back end. But up to that point, it looked like you're always thinking about where it could be, because there was definitely strengths and weaknesses between the 2 cars.
Yeah, and the Porsche, like especially towards the end of his first stint, I could see him moving around. I could see the tyres going. So I was sort of hoping that was going to be a bit like that in the second stint, but he drove really well. So I'm content with second. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yep. And once again, mate, the breakfast crew cars look amazing, and the Vegemite car gets in there again. So well done, carrying that form through. Like I said, looking forward to seeing what you got next week, Mudgy, because that's when it pays out. Obviously, the points paying round.
That's when it starts. So. That's when it starts.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, McLaren's a nice car. Feels solid. Feels the aero feels nice over it. So are we Imola the first round, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was actually. And so just so on that, it looked like, I think maybe I picked up when you were referencing Mitchie's car was moving around a bit. It did look like he was having to use a bit more track than you consistently. Did it feel that way as well? Looked like your car was good
definitely.
At the apex?
He was running wide on the exits a lot. It looked like more of a handful to drive.
It looked like there could have been a mistake in his second, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and that's what I was sort of sitting back and waiting for. But Mitchie's coming a long way. He's ironing out his mistakes, and he's going to be a bit of a force to be reckoned with.
I think so.
Yep. No, very good. Well done, Mudgy. P2 on the Shakedown. Man, super excited to see what you guys bring next week. Good looking teams too, mate. The team's strong. Like you said, we saw Aaron Enright's got a massive turn of speed now. So
Yep. The boys weren't too happy in that race. They were all bitching and moaning in my ear like little crybabies. They were really struggling. So I don't know whether that was because the track was quite warm. So I think that might have had a bit of something to do with our sets.
Okay,
that's okay. That'll dry their tears anyway.
Yeah. So look, you should have heard them, perhaps.
I'm sure. I can hear it. I can hear it. But look, thanks again, Mudgy, for a great show, and
absolutely.
We look forward to talking to you next week, mate. Take that form into next week.
Thank you.
Well done, Mudge. Awesome.
Mark, Mudge away.
All right.
One more.
Yeah, come with the man, come with the minute. We have got Mitchell Campbell, Mitchie 186. Have you got us on comms?
I do. Hello. Wasn't expecting to be here,
mate. It's easy when you're winning, right?
I did a little bit of practice, but kind of got lucky with the I wasn't actually going to race to be fair. Like I had another little surgery throughout the week, so I was going to give the finger a rest, but quality front row, so I was like, stuff it, I'll give it a go, and it paid off.
We got to give you a finger, like a bit of rest, so you can give it to all the other guys behind you, bro. That's what you did tonight.
If that's you at a deficiency, mate, we got some big things coming. So, hey, look, awesome stuff, mate. Tell us about the race start.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. What do you call it? Who was I up against? Slambo?
Shane.
Shane and
yeah, he had the inside line, so naturally he got into turn 1 first, and then I had a really, really good run. I can't remember if it was lap 1 or lap 2 early on into the final corner, and I just sent it. I was like, it was now or never, so did that. We had a little run in. He sent it back on me, turn 1, and then got the better of that, and then just the Porsche is just really, really easy to drive. Got a good setup on it. It's comfortable. And then I was able to manage sort of Mudgy relatively comfortably. He came back, and my tires at that point were pretty hot, but let him cool down, and I was able to sort of pull a bit of a gap again. So, I nailed a pit stop for the first time in my life. I reckon it was probably the perfect pit stop. So it came out.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it was wicked. So it was actually a really good drive.
Well,
Enjoyed that.
no pressure next week on your pit stop.
Oh
mate.
yeah.
So where's the head at, Mitchie? 2023 season 2, 12 weeks of racing, 6 sprint, 6 enduro. You going to have a red hot go at this thing or what?
Mate, I'll give it a red hot crack. We'll see how we go. I don't know what my consistency's like. I haven't done a GT3 season in a little bit, so but mate, no, we'll see how we go. I've got some setups. So yeah, we'll whack them on each race and we'll do some pracky and yeah, see how we go, see where we land.
Awesome, mate. That's great news, and good to hear that you're committed for the whole season. So, yeah, we look forward to watching. And well done tonight, mate.
Yeah, impressive drive tonight.
Cheers. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it at all. The top times are, that top 10 even, it's quite tight. When you kind of, remove Vic Chan out of the equation, he's sort of in a league of his own. But
yeah.
But I mean, all it takes is a little slip up. Like, I mean, he wasn't able to get onto the grid tonight, but something as simple as that.
Yep.
It opens it wide up again, so it should be a really close one.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, good stuff, mate. And hey, just a quick on a parting note, just I guess from a couple of broadcasters that don't have all the insights to what's going on in the racing tonight. Did the server not require you to do a mandatory stop tonight? Was a voluntary thing from the guy? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There was nothing. I think you normally get a message or something pop
Yeah.
up. Yeah, so that didn't happen, but a bit of a
that'll be fixed for next week, so that's cool.
Awesome stuff, Mitch. Good on you, mate. We look forward to talking to you next week.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
When it matters. Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's right. That's when the game starts, mate. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff tonight. Talk to you again next week. Thanks, Mitch.
Thanks, Mitchie.
Adios. Cheers.
That's Mitchie Campbell, guys. Mitchie 186 takes the Shakedown win for season 2, 2023. Davo.
Awesome stuff. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's a wrap. Shakedown completed. Look out on the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube for the photo shoot video coming up soon. We will be at Imola next week, J-Man, for the opening round.
We'll obviously see what the weather's doing, and we'll get that thing up and happening, and tune in same time, same place, and see what these guys have got for us next week. But that was a hell of a shakedown. I enjoyed the photo shoot. I enjoyed the quali and the stream, Davo. Good to be back. Looking forward to it. Awesome, mate. Good to have you back. We're going to leave you right there, ladies and gentlemen. Join us again next week for Imola, round 1. The game starts then, and we hope to see you then as well. J-Man? Yep, that sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm going to sign out here, and awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Go and have a coldie, Davo. Yes. See you next week. Yeah, mate.